Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Learn From Us podcast. We are here today with another invigorating deal of the week. My name is Seth. To my left is my associate, dear friend Paul, and Andrew is also here as well. Andrew has had a very busy day today, but nothing like the day he described to me last week. Talk to us about the Schwitz.
You went to the Schwitz?
Oh, yeah.
When did you go to the Schwitz?
The group goes every other Tuesday.
Who's the group?
So a little bit of background for our listeners in faraway land. So in
Without
Cleveland,
using names?
how I've been described, in Cleveland,
Laundry group.
there is a,
Oh, God.
what do you call this Schwitz place?
It's called the Schwitz.
It's a Schwitz. By the way, it's in New York City. We have one that's been in Cleveland for forever.
It's in like the hood of hoods.
Oh, it's not in the best spot.
Well, we call that a less desirable neighborhood.
This is the hood, though.
The least desirable neighborhood.
Seth, I pay a guy to make sure my car stays there.
I've been describing this to people. Yeah, so first you pay the parking guy to watch your car.
You don't pay him to watch it. You pay him to make sure it's there when you come back.
Yeah. Then you go in. I have to go with you, but then you go in.
I refuse to go.
Why is that, Paul? You don't want your balls hanging out in front of
So-
other dudes?
So that just kind of jumped the gun on the whole story, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess I did. So you go in, you towel up in the, you basically.
It's a men's sauna.
Didn't Robert Kraft go to one of these recently?
Oh, please.
Here we go.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, he admits he was there. He just denies that he did anything illegal.
So Andrew walks in, towels up, shows off his rippling abs and chest.
Ab.
And
By the way, I asked Andrew how much he weighed.
Ab.
yeah, he's definitely thinner than I thought.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I don't know what you thought, so
gave him
I wear it well.
I thought you were taller and fatter, and you're neither.
Have we met before?
Let's start over. Welcome to the Learn From Us podcast.
I was upset I didn't get any adjectives before my
That's
name
a
today.
joke.
I know, that was my point. I was like, oh, is it Seth, the illustrious Paul? Andrew's here too. Now, no, Andrew goes in, and apparently, like,
Back to the
you
Schwitz now.
you get some drinks, you bring your own beer, you order up what I would think
Well,
is
you
a
go-
really
First you go steam.
that's
you
the first
relax.
move.
Oh, yeah. First
You
move.
sort of relax with 40 other
This
guys.
screams frat boy life for the people who just were like,
No, it's not.
it is. It's
No,
the
'cause
it's
none
the
of them are
business.
there.
It's the business person frat boy life.
The average age of the person in the room's probably 65.
Yeah, it's like the whole like.
What age are frat boys?
And that's what I'm saying. It's the older version of the frat boy life. It's the business person frat boy life. Like, oh, let's go sit in a room naked eating steaks and look how cool we are.
Is that
I don't
it,
know
Andrew?
if it's look how cool we are. It is more relaxing. First off, Paul, do you get massages?
No, I don't.
Is that frat boy?
I
I
don't get
love
massages.
massages.
I don't
So
get-
do I. I really like them.
And when you go to
It's the whole. Are there any women there?
women are not allowed, cell phones are not allowed. Anyway, Andrew went to a Schwitz. I think it's hilarious. The whole story, eating steak while you're half naked and sweating,
I don't think it's half naked. I think it's fully naked.
fully naked.
I'm toweled up, though.
Toweled
But
up.
some people, most of these guys aren't.
There are guys in the buff while they're eating their steak.
No, more steaming and relaxing outside
So people are all toweled at least
for dinner.
for dinner.
It's respectful.
Anybody wear socks?
No, some go barefoot, some wear flip flop. I'm a flip flop.
I wasn't talking about feet, but okay.
Wow.
We're not tanning here.
Is Tim listening to this?
So, just letting everyone know, thank you for listening to the podcast.
We're officially shut
and
down.
that'll
by-
do it.
Can the
That
FCC
is
shut us down?
episode. I don't think so.
The FCC won't let. Anyways,
We are going to have a deal. Andrew really worked vigorously to find this deal. So
Day and night.
be especially attentive because he knows all the details and he's researched this deal quite thoroughly. So, Andrew, give us this week's deal for Paul to chew on.
I'm going to slide the guts of the deal over. And while I slide them to Paul, I'm going to walk through it, Seth. This is a deal.
this is the
in an
shittiest
area
piece of
that
paper.
you're possibly familiar with.
I'm being
Northeast
ignored.
Ohio,
Go on.
west side of Akron.
Okay,
West side?
I like
Outside the
this.
loop.
What
but
loop?
In a
The Kenmore leg.
thank you.
I don't even live here, and I know that.
Paul's not from the 330.
Let's
folks.
start over. Welcome
am.
to the Learn From Us podcast, Paul. No, I'm
I
kidding.
worry about our editors thinking like, oh, we're starting from scratch again.
We're not. This is no editors. Just keep it all rolling. This is what the audience wants.
rolling.
Keep
So
going.
this is a nice kind of 3-story kind of. Some people call it like a 2.5, where it's got the garden level in the beginning. But a brick building. It's 9 units, 4 2-beds, 4 1-beds, 1 efficiency.
What's an efficiency again?
Like studio.
Oh, studio. Got it.
Yeah. Built in 1928.
Okay, that comes with challenges, right?
It does come with challenges. However, this one already has a forced air conversion completed.
What does that normally cost?
But there's
for
no
a 9
AC
unit?
right now.
There's no AC, but you have furnaces, so all the duct work and furnaces and put in, so there is no boiler.
It's a big job,
anymore.
right?
What's that?
It's a big job to put that in.
It's an undertaking because a lot of these, there's no room and closets and the main areas to fit a furnace and ductwork in. So it's nice that it's done.
We need to pick up the pace. Our audience is getting bored. They're yawning and keep going. The 9 unit. Paul's already calculating. Paul, what are you calculating? Or are you
Flat
just
roof.
texting your girlfriend
Seth,
already?
I'm trying to hit your hot spots.
Go.
You got a flat roof. You got 6 parking spots.
Okay, 6 for 9, not good.
Correct. 1-to-1's kind of a minimum we always look for. But,
Especially if moms and dads are living in the 2-bedroom, then
but you think, coming from Akron, I wouldn't call Akron a place where you're sweating the parking spots necessarily.
okay.
There's room to park around.
sure, on the street, great.
The windows are older. They haven't been replaced by the owner. Owner pays water, sewer. Tenants paying the electric, gas. So, Paul,
Is there upside potential in the rents, Andrew?
I think there is some upside because I don't think the units are nice at all, even though there's absolutely no interior photos. Take a look at those, some outside shots. And I'm also going to slide the vast underwriting
The
provided
scream
by
shaker.
someone.
Let's look at what are these the current rents they're getting?
Yeah, so those current rents, the 2 bedrooms are getting $550, ones are $500, and the studio's $400. So Seth, I know you're not, obviously you live in Columbus now, you're not coming from New York City, but what do you think about a 2-bedroom for $550?
Yeah, I mean the first 2-bedroom I got in almost 15 years ago was like $750 down in Columbus.
15 years ago.
Yeah. We had parking, but it wasn't anything magical, so
Was it an older building or a newer one?
I definitely newer, I think. Yeah.
But again,
No.
I sit there, it's at $550. We talked about it before on one of the other podcasts. There is a difference between the Cleveland and Akron market. And I'm using that as like Cleveland to Akron to anywhere in the country market. Akron rents for a little bit lower, but still $550 surprising. I mean, it's pretty cheap living.
This deal sucks.
Why do you hate it so far already?
Because I already ran some numbers and I'm like, there's no way that's going to happen.
What are you saying?
All right,
Did you check the expenses?
Yeah.
Paul, what does he have total expenses?
Well, trash pickup costs, that per month?
Well, it's whatever he determined it was going to be, because some are per month, some per year. It's a real hodgepodge.
Maintenance costs $50. Is that per unit, per month, per year?
That's it, Seth.
This
$50
guy's-
bucks.
Yearly net $39,000.
So do these
What are
okay.
the total expenses listed for 9 units?
$14,550. This guy's an idiot.
So wait a minute.
This
Is
guy's
his
a
mistake
moron.
is his mistake our fortune? I mean if
No,
it's just shoddy and
No, because he's assuming a much higher profit level than we would. So therefore, he's probably asking some stupid number like $350,000 or something dumb. Going, look, you can buy $39,000 in profit for $350,000. I hit the number, didn't I?
No.
Higher?
It's $349,900.
Was it really?
So you're $100 off.
Is it really?
are you
Legit.
serious?
He's $100 off. Yeah. The stupid number that he just threw out, he actually almost hit it. He was $100 off.
That's what he's trying to sell this place for. He or she
Correct.
is trying
The
to sell this
person,
place.
the seller.
The person is trying to sell this place.
And by the way, Seth, do you see the pictures on this?
yeah.
So
It's a good looking property.
that's the thing. It's actually kind of a good looking
It's a
property.
shaker property.
So to hear it, and someone goes, "Oh, it's $350." At first, you're like, "Man, that may not be terrible." Let me
But then you
dig
see
in.
the rents and you're like, what the F?
And so, Paul, even if I sit here and say your average rent, maybe you're bumping it $125 a unit, I don't see how you're going to be able to put 15 a door in.
Let me describe these pictures. It looks like the Ghostbusters sort of ecto
Bro, you gotta get over the
headquarters.
This is the
gotta
second
go-
or third Ghostbusters
It's a
reference.
square. It's a square brick building, kind of like a schoolhouse. I like the red door. It's on the corner lot. Trees around it look to be about 40 or 50 years old.
So can I make a comment?
Nice green grass.
Can I make a comment?
Please do.
If you can bump the rent to $125 per unit, putting no money into it, that's exactly it. Look at your face. You can't do that. But let's say hypothetically,
What was that face? What are you thinking, Andrew, when he says that?
I'm saying you're not going to be able to bump the rents $125 a unit without putting money into it. So he was saying
That's not necessarily true.
He was saying
Look at Timber Trail. We bumped it $160 to $5 a unit.
different building, different location,
I get
etc.
that, but I'm just saying it's possible. Did you run the comps on this? Did you go like?
So for an example, we used to have some rentals in the Akron area.
Okay.
So the single families in the area, your
Yeah.
3-bedroom
Is that the same
homes,
area? No, it's not.
It's not crazy far off.
But Andrew, 2 streets is crazy. It could be far off.
I understand. But you're looking at a 3-bedroom home in that area renting for $800 to $850.
Yeah, my thought was $20,000 a door. That's what I'd pay for it. $180,000.
Half of what they're asking?
Yes. A little over half.
But it's so
What
I
do
was
you
looking
think
at this.
about that price?
So I put this in a real estate calculator.
Yeah.
Glad you asked, Paul.
Yeah.
And
Not that you asked, Paul.
I took $100,000 off the ask price.
But okay, take a time out. You inputted that into real estate calculator. It's not you're sitting there saying it's worth $250. That's what you said. Determine your IRR based on $250 as the sale price.
Correct.
The purchase price. Okay, what did it give you as an IRR?
Strung it out over 15 years just to make the number look better,
Yeah.
and it was still 8.5%.
It's like that deal we had yesterday from North Carolina.
I mean, I'm trying to make it work with giving duration of time as a benefit to the property, and I can't.
What kind of expense did you put per unit?
I think on this one I put, because I played it a couple different times, $4,350 or $4,500.
I did $3,500 on this one, saying if I'm an owner operator myself owning this, I can do $3,500.
Yeah, I think I ended when I was at the 8 and change. I think I was at $4,350.
Next. This deal is just upsetting. The rents are $550, $500, and $450 or $400.
Yeah.
And they want.
But again, so it's a balance Seth,
$40,000 a
of
door.
sitting there. It's a good looking building. HVAC conversion done. That's awesome.
But there's no AC.
There's no AC. It's window AC. I say the HVAC. It's kind of a thing that just rolls off my tongue there.
Sounds cute.
Furnaces are in. How's that? So it's not a boiler. It's reducing costs. And
This is upsetting to me because the expenses he reports is such an absolute crock of shit lie.
that's
Like,
the tough
you know
part.
what? I hate to be rude. Go fuck yourself. This owner should be put in jail. I mean, this is an asshole move right here.
Most of the expense reports we get are multiple pages. This looks like a very cheap Word
It's
doc.
3 lines, 4 lines. It stops right here.
And by the way, just from an accuracy purpose, Seth, what's the third?
There's no insurance on here.
Seth, what's the third rent on there? Is there anything?
What's that?
How much? Look at one of the rent numbers. What is it?
$4,500 a month.
$4,500 monthly.
But
So
he
there's
just screwed
some
up.
errors going on the
Yeah,
pages.
he meant to put shift 4,
Yeah.
not 4
4.
for the dollar sign.
He
Isn't
really
that what
knows
it
his
is?
keyboard. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is the 4.
Yeah.
You know your dollar bills go.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
Dollar bills, y'all.
So again, we always
There's no
talk,
insurance on here.
Yeah, we always talk about when you're doing the work yourself, when you're portraying,
That's
hey,
the
these
really
are the
gross
expenses of a property. There's a lot of stuff that go in. So he's saying, hey, you can go make.
This guy sucks.
He's saying it's going to be a 10 cap, by the way, right?
No, higher than that.
Was it 36?
39.
39.
Almost 11.
Yeah.
He's practically giving this property away.
Steal.
$50. I'm going to backward overflow this thing. 700, 8,400, 13, 50 times. Yep. He's assuming $50 per month in maintenance. For a brick flat roof building with 9 units, he's assuming $50 per month in maintenance, kids.
Hey, Seth.
Go.
You have a house?
Yeah.
Even that apartment that you rented, let's call it, was 850 square feet. If you go paint a bedroom in your current house,
Sure.
how many gallons of paint is it going to take you to paint one bedroom?
Gallon and a half. That's 50, maybe $75. Maybe we have to buy 2 gallons. So.
Okay, we got to work on your paint pricing, but
What? Sherwin-Williams, $50 a can? What? Fine. Home Depot. I've been there. You know, I'm a Glidden man.
so let's say without
I'm a
revealing prices, we can definitely beat that price, or so there's things that you can do to get better prices. But my point is, you said $75
Just to paint, sure.
right?
Wait,
And that's a bedroom.
yes.
How many bedrooms do we have? I mean,
How many
2 bedrooms.
rooms?
So
It's
just
per
to sit there
room.
and run
Per
through
room.
something, you're talking about $400 to go paint an apartment, and that's with free labor. Mm-hmm. Right? How's this guy spending $50?
$50.
2/3 a can.
He must just be buying the tenants a couple coffees from Starbucks, and that's the maintenance fee.
So,
How about when you have to replace a roof? Where's that money come from, Dick?
$50 in tarps.
Oh, that's you. Thank God.
Well, this is a bad deal.
You know what? But this
By
is
the way, pretty deal. Good looking build.
Yeah.
Pretty from a picture standpoint.
pretty
Yeah.
shitty deal.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
I want to offer on this property. $1. That
Like,
sounds stupid.
Price is right.
I really want to put my name next to that offer.
$1,
Get the
loser.
All right, guys. Well, listen, not only are we here to point out some of the great deals, but we have had some doozies. Remember that brick building in Delaware?
Yeah.
That
was a good
but
one.
we're also pointing out to know some bad deals. They're out there, and obviously the goal is to get that one good deal a year, which you guys are working on one today. You're fairly busy getting a deal done. So we will be back. Thank you, Andrew, for this lovely property. It looks amazing. Crappy.
We've done a handful of small ones now. I say on the next one,
Go big?
we're going to take a look at something a little bit bigger.
Great. We'll get there. Guys, thanks so much. We're gonna do some more of these with Andrew. Some more deals of the week. Paul's gonna clean out the Chipotle in his teeth. You have a little
Do I really?
a little
this is
little
awkward.
lettuce.
God.
Little lettuce in your bicuspid.
I don't see it.
Oh yeah, look over here, right here on this side.
Oh, look at that. You touched my teeth.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Bicuspid.
Thanks for following us.
Are you
LearnFromUs.com and subscribe on iTunes and subscribe on YouTube's,
Spotify.
Spotify, all those places. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Bye.